Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to make I had some chicken in my refrigerator, some ground chicken. I was going to make something else, but I decided not to make that yesterday. So I looked up a recipe and I found one so I could use this chicken, and I thought it sounded really good. So I've never made these before, but we're going to make them, and I got all my ingredients. It's buffalo chicken meatballs. It sounded really delicious, so I turned on my pot because we're going to have to make a sauce for this. So I'm doubling my recipe, but in the description box I'll just put, the single recipe. So we're going to put 4 tablespoons of butter in here. And then it called for 1/3 cup of Frank's RedHot sauce. So I'm just putting, I got 2/3 cup of that. I'll put that. And then 2/3 cup of crumbled blue cheese. And we're just going to melt that together. Let that get going. And so for the meatballs, it takes 2/3 cup of panko breadcrumbs. And I was also reading in the comments of this recipe that if some people use almond flour, so this would be keto friendly. So keep that in mind if you're, doing the keto. I have chopped up 4 really fine stalks of celery. 4 cloves of garlic, and I don't know if this is 4 cloves. I just grabbed a bunch out of the, I just get the minced garlic, and I didn't measure it out. I just, whatever looked like 4. It's probably a little bit more than that. 2 eggs. And this already smells so good. I bet it's going to taste delicious. 2 eggs. 1/4 cup of diced green onions. And also some extra for the top, like for when you serve. So I'm not going to pour all these in there. I'll leave some. I'll leave about that many so we can put them over the top. And also, when I measured out my blue cheese, I got a 4-ounce container and I measured it out, and there's a little bit left, so that was good. So that way we can sprinkle it on top of the meatballs. So I just set that aside. What else? 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of pepper. And I think that's everything for that. Just waiting on this pot to get heated up, because when you cook this sauce, you have to put half of it in this mixture. So I can't really mix this up yet. So I'll have to wait on this pot to. All right, I've got this melting. I didn't have my setting turned on right. I'm like, why isn't my pot getting hot? Because I'm gonna have to. Ooh, this is potent. This hot sauce. Whew. I don't ever eat hot wings. I like the what do you call the little flat ones? But my daughter, she loves like hot wings and all that. So that's why I'm doubling this, so I can take her some. She'll be so happy. But I'm just letting this get melted down because I'm gonna have to let it cool for a second before I can put it in the chicken mixture. But if you lean over this pot with that hot sauce, it will take your breath away. This would be so good to make like for a party and just put some little decorative toothpicks in it, or like for a Super Bowl party. You know, something other than wings. With some ranch, some celery. Alright, I think our hot sauce is and butter's nice and melted. There's still going to be some chunks of the blue cheese in here. Alright. This is finished. I got this measuring cup out so I could pour it in there, just so I could see how much this was, so I could put half of it in the mixture. It measured out to. I need to find my other little, I got some black ones. So that came up to, it was 2 cups of melted. And here's the sauce. It looks yummy. It smells so good. So we'll let that cool off for a minute. Then we'll put it in here. Alright, I think this is cooled enough. We'll put about a cup. We'll see. A little bit more. And the rest we'll leave to coat them in. And I got a baking dish here that I've just covered in foil because I don't like cleaning up a bunch of mess. Oh my god, my hands are damp before I just washed them. Oh. So we're just gonna get this all mixed up. I could not use this. I don't like meat like touching my hands like that, squishy. Ooh. And it says to roll into 1-inch balls. So this might take a minute. I think these are going to taste wonderful though, because they smell great. Okay. It's a little mushy, but we'll just try to... I'm just going to roll these out. I'm not sure how many it'll make. I guess we'll see when I'm done here. When I do the recipes, I look at recipes and I think, oh, this would be so good in there. You know, and I usually change them around. So I don't look to see how many it makes or anything like that. trying to squeeze all of these on one pan so I don't have to get out another pan. I think I can do it. Let's hope. One way or another, I'm gonna make this work. There we go. All right. So that made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 5. That made 35 meatballs. Okay. 35 of them. So I'm going to put these in the oven at 425 for about probably just 20 minutes till, you know, just enough to get them done. I think it'd be, yeah, about 20 minutes, but I'll get them cooked and we'll be back. Alright, our meatballs are done. I ended up letting those cook for 30 minutes, but just because I wanted to make sure that they were completely done, and they are. So, because it was a good bit of meatballs, so just scoop them out. Yeah, if you double this recipe, this would be just perfect to take for a party, or maybe like for your kids on the weekend. And I probably made mine more than 1 inch, so I'd make a 1 inch meatball, but you know, I'm hard-headed. All right. So then we'll take our leftover sauce, blue cheese, butter, and hot sauce, and we'll just pour it over them. Oh, that sauce smells so good. And just get it nice and all of them coated. We want to take our leftover little onions, sprinkle some of those. And then our leftover blue cheese. Put a little bit on there. So there we go. There are the buffalo chicken meatballs. I hope you guys make some. But I appreciate you guys watching. And I would love it if you are subscribed to my channel. If you're not, I would really appreciate if you did. And thank you guys for watching. And it's time for me to eat some meatballs. Bye, guys.